at OGTV Abeokuta and on OGTV website www.ogtv.com.ng/live. For the latest news and reports, check us on these platforms: X at Ogun TV, Instagram at Ogun State Television, or download OGTV app on Apple Store and Google Play Store. And now to the news in full. Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu will make an official visit to Ogun State on Tuesday, 18th August 2026, where she will unveil some state government projects and hold critical meetings. She will be received by the state governor, Prince Dapo Abiodun, at the Gateway International Airport in Ekpere, alongside some wives of state governors, ministers, prominent women, and other dignitaries. Our first port of call is Makun community in Shagamu for a food bank lunch before proceeding to President Muhammad Buhari estate at Kobakbe Abeokuta to cut the tape of a unit donated to her at the estate. The 250-bed Gateway Medical Center in Abeokuta will thereafter host the First Lady on a guided tour of the facility and the unveiling of the medical facility plaque. Remi Tinubu will later hold a private meeting with traditional rulers at the June 12 Cultural Center, Small Hall at Kuto, also at Abeokuta, before moving to the main hall to meet women groups and political groups. The federal government has reiterated its commitment to prioritizing security and nursing the Nigerian diaspora as a critical asset for national development and deepening strategic partnerships anchored on mutual respect and trust. This was contained in a statement by the Special Assistant, Media and Strategic Communications to the Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Richard Elesho, during an address at the dinner night of the Nigerian Diaspora Economic Conference in Toronto, Canada. The Minister, Ambassador Shola Enikolulaye, at the event said security remains a major challenge, but affirmed that the current administration was doing everything humanly possible to ensure that to contain these that have been with us in a multifaceted manner for the past 10 or so years. On the Nigerian diaspora, the minister emphasized that under the leadership of President Bola Tinubu, the government viewed Nigerians abroad not as burdens but as vital contributors to national progress. Wife of Ogun State Governor Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun has called on Nigerians to embrace purposeful leadership and community service. Mrs. Abiodun made a call during the 2026 Ijebu-Ode Impact Awards held as part of activities marking International Youth Week by the National Youth Council of Nigeria. Margaret Okolola has the details.
Speaking at the 2026 Ijebu-Ode Impact Awards, held as part of activities marking International Youth Week by the National Youth Council of Nigeria, Ijebu-Ode, wife of Ogun State Governor Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun said, the recognition of individuals who dedicate their resources and influence to uplifting others was essential to building stronger communities and inspiring more people to embrace service.
I urge our young people to draw inspiration from these examples of purposeful leadership, service, and community spirit. Serve as an inspiration to other Nigerians of means, reminding us that true prosperity finds its greatest value when it is channeled towards uplifting others and contributing meaningfully to the development and well-being of our communities and our society at large.
Mrs. Abiodun congratulated awardees, noting that their contributions to philanthropy, education, healthcare support, youth empowerment, and grassroots development demonstrate a commitment to service beyond personal achievement. One of the awardees, Barrister Aziz Adeola, was grateful for the award of recognition.
It is also to encourage you to know that when you see people like us, because mentoring, you need guidance, you need support, you need an administrative boss. You know, you can only lean on people like us to support you. So on this, I hope that the Ijebu youth will begin to take a turn for the better and have a good name.
Mrs. Abiodun charged awardees to continue to be worthy example of leadership through philanthropy, youth empowerment, and grassroots development. Margaret Okunlola, OGTV News.
Peer pressure plays a significant role in shaping how individuals make decisions, especially during adolescence, as it can influence people to adopt certain behaviors, attitudes, or choices in order to gain acceptance and avoid rejection by their peers. This was the submission of some Nigerians who spoke with OGTV News on the effect of peer pressure on some core decision-making processes among the youth. Comfort Alonge's report is presented in this package.
Peer pressure is not a recent issue, as it is a rampant and recurring discourse among youths in Nigeria. Peer pressure can come to play among the youths in so many ways. Students join bad gangs, do what their friends are doing as their daily routine, getting influenced by social media, among others.
I think it all comes down to the mentality you have going on by your environment and everything. Some people are able to make decisions by themselves, and some people are like, I want to follow my friends, I want to do what my friends are doing.
That's for those people that feel like, because if you came from a good background, I think such a thing won't affect you. The kind of phones, some people actually, all because of iPhones, some people do peer pressure, some people do what they don't want to do because of iPhones, or because they want to wear wigs, buzz down, do you understand? But especially ladies, and they are doing what they shouldn't do.
For Samuel Udubeson, a counselor of over 3 decades, peer pressure can have a ripple on the society, as decisions made from peer pressure will tell on the society.
Want to go into a particular profession called, 2 things are very germane: the interest, the academic ability of them. But when you go into something you don't have passion for, you are not interested in, it will lead to frustration in future.
From the religious lens and point of view, peer pressure is a result of deficiency of value in the society, which can be solved with religious trainings and moral values.
Anatomy of friendship. Many people don't understand. They just see anybody anywhere and make them friend. Your colleague might not be your friend. Your church member might not be your friend. But if you don't have the nitty-gritty of anatomy of friendship, you will miss it. And that is why you will be following somebody's character that you're not supposed even to emulate at all. Be yourself. And to be yourself, you have to be on the right path.
Maturity does not commensurate with the age. So it's affecting them. Now, we need to make our youth today to follow the steps of the leaders. They need to go for leadership training.
Stakeholders agreed that while peer pressure can encourage positive actions such as studying hard or participating in community activities, it can also lead to risky or harmful decisions, including substance abuse, truancy, or unsafe behaviors. Therefore, youth should develop confidence, make informed, independent decisions, and resist negative influences.
Remo indigents in the public service of Ogun State have been encouraged to continue to uphold the standard and maintain the legacy of excellence and quality service laid down by their forebears. Ogun State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun gave this encouragement at the inauguration of the new executive and award ceremony of the Association of Remo Indigents held at Remo Traditional Council Hall in Shagamu. Matthew Shomi completes the report.
The new executive of the Association of Remo Indigents in Public Service, Ogun State Chapter, led by Olamide Shokoya, taking over from the outgoing executive, led by Abdulrajim Olayinka, after 14 years in office, celebrating the contributions of indigents of Remo to civil service of Ogun State. The Ogun State Governor, represented by Wale Oyekoya, described the grading as another milestone for the association. Wife of the Ogun State Governor, Bamidele Abiodun, represented by the wife of the Kano Local Government Chairman, Zainab Ashimi, served as the mother of the day, while the former head of service of Ogun State, Princess Iyabo Odulate, was the mother of the occasion.
They should continue to work for the growth of Remo and make sure that they bring more people into the civil service and the public service.
Akaribu and Paramount ruler of Fremoland, Oba Babatunde Ajayi, led others in the delivery of guru messages as the chairman of Inauguration Central Planning Committee, Dr. Rotimiolu Akinlesi, praised the commitment of Remo indigenes to the civil service of Ogun State.
I just want to when people say you are doing well, what they are saying is that you should keep doing that. And I just want to appreciate the association.
That they should hold themselves in unity. They should avoid rancor, and they should try to encourage every young one, especially the senior ones, so that they too can also come up.
I feel proud of the association.
What is important is a dedication to service in the first place.
The outgoing and new chairmen expressed their mind on the achievements and the future expectations.
So today is one of my happiest days to have witnessed this seamless transition and inauguration of the new executive.
Big responsibility being laid on me.
Different categories of people were then presented with awards in recognition of their contributions to the forum and Ogun State Civil Service. Matthew Showmi, OGTV News.
The member representing Ijebu North, Ijebu Northeast and Ogun Waterside at the House of Representatives, Honorable Joseph Adegbeso, has distributed several empowerment items to cater for different segments of the population in his constituency. Performing the official handing over the items, which included over 5,000, the items which included over 5,000 English and mathematics textbooks, tractors, motorcycles, deep freezers, grinding machines, maize shellers, among others. Honorable Adigbeson said he has so far sponsored 8 motions and 7 bills in the House of Representatives. Matthew Showme completes the report.
An empowerment scheme that leaves no segment of the population behind. The people of Ijebu North, Ijebu North East, and Ogun Waterside Federal Constituency are reaping bountifully the benefits of the mandate given to Honorable Joseph Adegbeson, ready to be distributed to all the local governments under the constituency are tractors, grinding machines, sprayers, deep freezers, makeup kits, motorcycles, POS machines, sewing machines, popcorn making machines, with 300 people getting 50,000 naira grants, while the over 5,000 SS2 students in the constituency will be given free English and math textbooks, as well as exercise books.
During the electoral campaign, I promised them to take care of them, do a sort of empowerment for our people in my federal constituency. Can give artisans, students, traders, that they can start doing some small things on their own.
Addressing the people, Honorable Adegbeson said while carrying out his 3 main functions of lawmaking, oversight, and appropriation, resulting in the facilitation of several projects, which include the Ibadan-Ijebu Road project totaling 295 billion naira. He has also done so much in the areas of empowerment and delivery of dividends of democracy to the people. The lawmaker used the opportunity to call on the people to remain dedicated to the cause of the development of the constituency and the state by working for the success of all candidates of the party in the coming elections.
Please have moved about 8 bills and about 6 motions too. Among them is about the dualization of Ibadan Ijebu, which they've started, and at the same time another one is Ilese to Ijebu Mushin, then to turn the Apoje to a sort of a very good technology school.
Chairman of Ogun Waterside Local Government, APC Chairman in Ijebu North East, and other leaders of the party commended Honorable Adegbeson for the massive empowerment while calling on the people to focus on bigger picture in working for the success of the party.
We are doing good things in APC. You could see everything here now. It was coming out from APC. That shows that we are really working in APC. I really advise them to go out and convince PDP people to come to APC.
This will go a long way to assist our party. We are going to distribute it to the world, to empower our people from the world level. So you can see the POS machine. So I'm highly impressed. A lot of people that they learn work, but they don't have fun to buy their equipment. But this will give them opportunity here to contribute. They can be able to feed themselves. They can be able to send their children to school.
Honorable Adegbeson also held a consultative meeting with baalies, community leaders, olorituns, traders unions, transport unions, and others, where he was joined by Honorable Shegun Kaka in appealing for the support of the people ahead of the elections.
I will assume a computer. I will transform a note. I will say,
The purpose of this meeting is to sensitize our people politically, to let them have a full brief of political exercise and the end results.
They urge the people to be mindful of the choices they make and not allow anyone deceive them with pecuniary gains. Matthew Showme, OGTV News.
For a peaceful and harmonious home, couples need mutual submission and respect. The General Overseer of the Voice of Intercessor, Kuto Abeokuta, Reverend Dr. Olushola Idowu Oseni, has said. Reverend Dr. Oseni stated this while joining Deborah and Damilola Kolawole in holy matrimony. Elizabeth Esso reports.
It was an handshake across the border as the family of Kolawole Idris of Kwara State took Deborah Umenu, the daughter of Chief John Umenu of the Republic of Benin, as wife for their son Damilola Kolawole. In his sermon, Reverend Dr. Olushola Idowu Oseni of the Voice of Intercessor Kuto Abeokuta admonished the couple to build their home on Christ's foundation and be respectful to each other.
That is the portfolio. Is our duty, our responsibility.
The couple were later joined in holy matrimony by the ministers, after which prayers were offered for God's continued blessings upon the home. Full of excitement, the couple were ushered into the reception venue amidst dancing, flanked by friends. While congratulating the couple, parents prayed for God's continued peace and blessings over their children and their new home.
Ọlọ́run á so wọ́n pọ̀ lọ́jọ́ alẹ́ bí àwọn ará wájú ṣe ṣe tí òòrùn wọn nú kò ní run wọn nú. Ní báyìí. Lágbára àwọn tó nílé ayé èdè àìyedè tó máa ń wà àárín ọkọ àti ìyàwó kò ní wà àárín wọn.
Àwọn tí a láti kọ́ wọn lẹ́ẹ̀kọ́ ti ilé ìwé ọ̀tọ̀ ti ilé gbogbogbò àti máa ń kọ́ wọn. Tèmi ní pé kí wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ ṣàkọọ́lẹ̀ ọkọ̀ wọn lẹ́nu.
Ọlọ́run kò ṣe wá lóríire ṣùgbọ́n náà jẹ́ kán wá lóra wọn pẹ́ Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kán rí èṣù.
Gbọ́dọ̀ gidi kí ni igi lára lọ́lọ́run máa ṣe ọjọ́ ìkúnlẹ̀ rẹ̀ á gbóhùn ọmọ ọ máa gbóhùn ìyá á máa gbóhùn bàbá.
Káyé má máa tan àwọn méjèèjì síra wọn kíjà má máa ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin wọn wọ́n ní wọ́n pé káwọn méjèèjì má gbọ́ àǹtí mi sọ pé bọ̀dá mi sọ pé ọ̀rẹ́ mi sọ pé wọ́n fọgbọ́n ṣe o wọn ní ṣìṣe wọn ní dààmú lágbára Ọlọ́run.
To the newlywed, it was a beautiful journey into marriage.
Yeah, I pray for everyone to find their right path in a woman, in a man, so that they can have a better life ahead and plan their life ahead also. So I'm glad for my own. I have a best partner among the rest.
A very caring man, a good man, and a lovely man.
The couple performed their first assignment as husband and wife by cutting the wedding cake and feeding each other before taking to the dance floor to the admiration of all. Elizabeth OGTV News.
There is a call that Nigerians should promote entrepreneurship through training, access to finance and government support, which will help reduce unemployment and improve the standard of living in the country. In this special report, Comfort Alunge took a look at the rate of unemployment, challenges and entrepreneurship as one of the possible ways out to help reduce poverty and boost the economy. Our report is presented in this package.
According to National Bureau of Statistics methodologies, which track active job searchers, the rate of unemployment is approximately 4.7% to 5.3%. However, the broader combined rate of unemployment and time-related underemployment hovers around 15.3%. Therefore, it is safe to say that unemployment is not a new discourse in Nigeria. For Alhaji Yusuf Adegbunro, an entrepreneur, he believed that the rate of unemployment has reduced rapidly in Nigeria, unlike the last 10 to 15 years.
This unemployment has been reduced due to investment and the establishment of industries. It's number one. This one of entrepreneurship is another one. Those that has nothing to do are those that are not planned for the future. Because number one, there's no how you will have nothing to do, either to learn something or to find something to sell.
Some say instead of waiting for government or private jobs, individuals can create businesses that provide income and employment not only for themselves, but also for others.
Entrepreneurship is whether you go to school or whether you don't go to school, it's a skill that has to be acquired for you to be self-employed. The employment is scarce now. People are already occupied. The positions are already occupied, and there are limited space for people that are currently graduating to occupy.
Stakeholders went further to suggest various entrepreneurial skills that can be acquired.
Looking into entrepreneurship, there are a lot of areas people can go into. Presently, I know everybody is aware that farming is a good business now that one can go into, either poultry, piggery, such like that. But the more things a lot of people are not looking at in recent times is just that everybody wants white-collar jobs. Everybody wants to be a doctor, wants to be a lawyer, wants to be the... But now you have to have a hand work.
They agreed that Nigeria is currently technology-based, where people can do work online, therefore advising youths and unemployed individuals to engage in one form of entrepreneurial activity.
Now to the foreign scene. U.S. President Donald Trump has instructed the Pentagon to substantially reduce joint military exercises with long-term Asian ally South Korea, citing the cost of the drills and Seoul's refusal to take part in actions against Iran. Hours before exercises were scheduled to begin, Trump said on his Truth Social site he was not happy that the U.S. had agreed to participate and highlighted his very good relationship with Kim Jong-un, the leader of the nuclear-armed and heavily sanctioned North Korea. The annual Hochi Freedom Shield joint military exercises are scheduled to run until August 27, with about 18,000 South Korean military personnel participating. South Korea's presidential Blue House said it was reviewing Trump's post and hopes that the friendly relationship between the U.S. and North Korean leaders will lead to meaningful dialogue between the two countries. Opening discussions aimed at advancing peace and stability on the Korean Peninsula. As transfer speculation linking Victor Osimhen with Arsenal continues to gain momentum, sources from Football Insider have claimed that an offer of over 60 million euros could be enough for the Premier League champions to convince Galatasaray to sell the Nigerian striker. The Gunners have long been linked with a move for Osimhen and could firm up their interest with a concrete offer for his services in the coming weeks. Recent reports claimed that Arsenal required about the striker's availability during discussions with Galatasaray over the potential transfer of Gabriel to the Turkish champions. However, the proposed £60 million deal for Osimhen is said to be separate from any potential move involving Martinelli. And as we end the news, let us remind you, anyone who has ever made anything of importance was disciplined.